Oh, kings and queens. Hello, my people. Today, I must see this color where I take come out. I not in the mood to come out for live video. So that is why I just put this colorful background and everything colorful. And not becoming like Joseph, where I want to talk about his story. Where Papa so colorful coats for. Colorful coats. I like this color anyway. Who know more? Who cares anyway? I know that you, my subscriber, cares. You cares. Please show me love. And if today is your first time, this is a Creative Kingdom AB, Spain based, a Nigerian woman based in Spain, a mother, a wife. What again? So we are here to always bring what we are conceive, what we have in stock, what God have blesses us with, to bring into lamplight, to always bring awareness to any development messages, any messages, awareness for creativeness, to encourage national building, good governance, and above all, how to fulfill the reason why we exist. That is what this channel is all about. So if today is your first time, you are highly welcome. You are highly welcome. You are highly welcome. Please kindly put your thoughts as God may have it, as we are bringing it as like a fountain water, as it's gushing out. Put your your own thoughts, your own take, your own opinion. Opinion is allowed on this environment. Put it under the comment section, and may the good Lord bless you as you do that. So my people, you can see the topic over there. Are we listen? Are we hearing my voice? Will they hear what's more they talk so? Are we hearing at all? I will first of all like to start with the story of Joseph. Yes, you already seen the topic. I said that we will only be relevant on this planet Earth. We will only be relevant on planet Earth due to the problems we are able to solve before our time is up, before our time expired. We will only be relevant. We will only be relevant on this planet Earth. We will only be celebrated by others by the problems we solve, not by the problems we create. We will only be relevant on earth by the problems we solve in our society, in our communities, in our nation, in the world at large. The problem you solve determine your relevance on earth. So, not the problems you are creating. So I don't know, there's this mentality of some set of people thinking that they will just create problem and go and they want to go and meet God. I don't know the kind of God they want to go and meet anyway. There are, according to history, there are many gods on earth. I don't know the kind of God, the one that they are talking about. But when it comes to the God that said that he that does not love does not know him, because him is love, and to love is to give, not to take life out of others, not to sabotage, not to create problems. To love is to give. The area I'm strong, I'm supposed to give someone that is weak in that area. And where I'm weak, somebody else might also see it and also strengthen me if he's strong in that area. That is how God structured the life to go. You understand? So I will first of all like to start. If you are there, please let me know. If my voice, you can listen to my voice loud and clear. Let me also know. I would love to start from the story of Joseph, because we will only be relevant. We will only be relevant here on earth. We will only be relevant on earth due to the problem we solve. Due to the problem we solve, not the problem we create. Let me start from the story of Joseph. From dreamer to problem solver. Joseph. From dreamer to problem solver. Number one, he had a dream. He had a vision. When look at the book of Acts of Apostles, because my belief system determine my philosophy, determine my ideology. When you look at the what actually happened over the story of Joseph, he had a vision. A vision. What is vision? A vision is being seen through the heart, not through your koro eyes. Through your heart, through the heart, a true vision is being seen. Is being seen through the heart, not through your eyes. Because what your koro eye, naked eye, your two eyes can see is temporal. But what your heart can see, perceive, notice, acknowledge is what is eternal. Is what can last. It's out of the abundance of the heart. As the matic from the heart. So true vision is being seen. Is being seen from the heart. Please let us, if you are there, let me know. True vision is being seen from the heart. So Joseph had a vision. That is the beginning of his purpose. I always talk about. That is the beginning of purpose. Joseph was a young man. A young man. He was a young man. Not an old man. Say a time will come when he will pour out his spirit upon all flesh. Your daughters shall prophesy, while your young one shall see vision. The old one will dream. Isn't it obvious that we are not even taking note of that, which that for enable that for us to always give chance, create space for the young ones that are visionaries, the young visionaries, because the old one will see. Back at then, they will say that what the old one can see sitting down is not like that. This is the young ones that have seen the vision. They are seeing what the vision, the future, the nationalistic vision for the nation, the nationalistic goal of the nation, the nationalistic picture of the nation. Is the young one in the society that sees it these days. They see this these days. The old ones are dreaming. Are you not noticing, like nation like Nigeria, like and every other African nation, that the old ones are just still dreaming, while the young ones are seeing the picture ahead? So Joseph had a vision, which is the beginning of purpose, the reason why he was born. But what happened about his vision? So when you are seeing your vision, when you are seeing a vision carrier, and if you can see if you are a vision carrier, you will also be ready for arrivals, for people that will try to talk you out of the vision. You also be ready, prepare. Don't expect everything will just be full with bed of roses. So he saw Joseph was a young man with dreams. He believes God shows him his future. He believed. That was what his belief. He believed that it's God that shows him, that is showing his future. So that was why he was excited to share it with his family and all of that, and his father. He saw himself rising to leadership. There's difference between dream has differences. They are different. They are different. Dreams have categories. Dreams have categories, has levels. They are divine dreams and they are just dream, ordinary dream. So he believed God showed him his future already by dreaming to see himself as a leadership. As I always tell you people that we are all leaders. My children will see this video after now. That is why I'm saying it with all enthusiasm. I'm saying what I'm saying with all energy. So he saw himself, Joseph saw himself rising to leadership in future. But he did not understand the process applicable to many of us. You have this knowing, you have this acknowledgement that where the position you are today, the standard you are today, the level you are today is not what you are seeing. And if what you saw is not where you are today, know that where whatsoever level, whatsoever circumstances you have, whatsoever challenges you are facing, just know that they are all temporary. I want to make you to understand that quickly because of time, because we are heading somewhere. So Joseph faced rejection along the process of him reaching to his purpose, of him reaching to his leadership vision. He faced rejection. He was tagged. Who tagged him with all or every unpleasant names? Who called him names most? Who were the people that called Joseph name most? His brothers. His own biological brothers. They called him names and said, see you, dreamer. You think that you are going to lead after, you are going to be our leader. You. So they call him names. They call him names. Okay. They call him different names. They call Joseph names. Your own biological brothers and sisters, your biological brothers, your relative, your blood, they called him names. They called Joseph names. He faced rejection. A man's enemy is the enemy of his household. Is the people of his household, is the family, is from within, is a man's enemy. Uno man, I declare. So his brother hated him simply because he shares his vision with them. His own biological brother hated him. So when you are on your way to fulfill your purpose, when we are on our way to fulfill our vision in life, don't expect outsider to betray you. Don't put eye in external enemy. First of all, focus on your family, your relative, people that knows you, your friends. Now, who know man, I the man. So Joseph relative, his biological brothers, we are the people that hated him most, not external bodies. I'm just using this story of Joseph to lay foundation. I will soon come to why what actually have got to do with the topic. I'm using this to lay foundation first. So Joseph's brother actually hated him simply because he shared his vision with them. He shared his life vision, his leadership vision. He shared it with them. So they hated him because he shared his life story with them. What he got to do, what have to do with his life vision, his leadership vision. He shares it with them. So they hated him because of that. So his brothers, not maybe he's a outsider who don't know, his own brothers, his own biological brothers hated him and sold him out to outsider, into slavery. They sold him out into slavery. They don't want to see him again. They don't want to see him. He was taken to the Egypt simply because he shared his vision with them. Simply because he shared his future, his future plan with them. His own biological brothers. Simply because he shared his dream with them. I was so little, tender, teenager. My mother would often tell me, "Eti me now, mama." Because whenever I share some certain things with her, he will say, "Eti me now, mama." Don't share your story or your dream with anybody. My mother, her blessed memory. So his brothers actually hated him because he shares his life story, his vision, his leadership plan with them. So his life suddenly went backward simply because of that. Not because he didn't pray hard. Because he shared his life story, his life purpose, his life vision with his brother, his leadership plan, his leadership vision. He shares it with his brother. So for that reason, they hated him. So suddenly, his life became backward automatically. In life, there was a setback. Oh God, don't say anything. Backward. They sold him to the enemy. They sold him off. They sold him out. They want to abort that dream. Oh God. They want to abort that vision. So they look for a means to make sure that dream does not accomplish for him. What lesson do we learn from that? It means purpose in life does not remove problems. Purpose does not remove problems. Sometimes problems are part of the process. Yeah. Problem. So don't be scared and say problem don't come. Don't be afraid of problems in most cases. Don't be afraid of problems. In most cases, problems are your stepping stone to your vision, to your destination, to the assignments God sent you. problems. Oh God. You know, when you pray that God give me problem, it's not, you can't pray that way. But when it comes on its own, what? Oh, yeah, carry you. Thank you. If you want to carry your chair, my little ones are here. So Joseph remained disciplined despite all of that anyway. He remained disciplined. He remained disciplined. Because why? Vision in life makes you disciplined. If you are a man of vision, you must be disciplined. You must have self-discipline. A man of vision, hardly before you see a man of vision without discipline. A man of vision is a man of value, is a man of discipline. Yes. So Joseph remained disciplined. He remained a man of value. His character was intact because vision gives you, it gives you value. Yes, your vision determines your character, determines your value, determines your character. It determines. In slavery, Joseph walked with excellence, not with mediocrity, with excellence. He served in Potiphar's house faithfully. Many people, when you have vision, you went to somebody's house, something take you to people, to meet people. You do all sorts of things, forgetting the reason your what is ahead of you. Just forget your vision. You know, be carried away. So he went to Potiphar's house. The problem took him, catapult him to his true problem. He went there. But what did he do? He worked with excellence, not with mediocrity. He was trusted because of his attitude. What is this attitude? That is why I say I was just talking about his story to lay the foundation for we to learn, where we learned our. What is this attitude is all about? The attitude to resolve problems is what determines how either you will be a problem solver or you will always be a Betty, problem creator. Your attitude. Joseph cultivate himself with right attitude, not with negative attitude, with positive attitude to resolve problems. Yes, it wasn't Ogbeti. Joseph cultivates the positive attitude to resolve problems. He developed himself a positive attitude, not negative attitude. Because any problem in the world, the approach to resolve that problem is what determines. So if you are not with right positive attitude, that problem, it can never be solved. It will be there. You will even create more to it. Just like what we usually see in Edo State. Because of we are seeing calibers. We are seeing category of people with zero with negative attitude, without character. You see problems for the land. They are creating problems for the next upcoming generation. So Joseph was trusted because of his attitude, because he was wearing a positive attitude, a right attitude, non-negative attitude, right attitude. to solve problem. So a problem solver in life is a first person of, oh my God, being a problem solver in life. Don't be a problem creator, a problem generator. What we usually see in Nigeria, we see people creating problems. So a person of problem solver is also a first person of discipline and integrity. Without all these values, all these are the main values we are talking about. Values that integrate, this is what incorporates a man, that determines his relevance after when the time is up. Because our time will soon be up on this planet Earth. And a time comes when Joseph were falsely accused. He was falsely accused in a fair situation. Joseph was falsely. You dress it now, please.
I'm playing.
I know, please dress it. But I'm doing video, please.
I'm going to crash with me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good boy. You know, mommy. Okay, you brought a bus for me.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Lock the door. Thank you. Thank you. Mommy love you.
Yeah?
Mommy love you. I love you.
I love you too. And then me?
You can call me. You can sit down. Sorry for the we are all having our discussion here. Sorry, guys. Me and my little ones. So Joseph was accused, was falsely accused, unfairly situation, unpleasant situation. He was accused wrongly and not sent into a kirikiri, into a prison. He did nothing wrong. He said nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong, just like some people, just like Mazina Kanu. What did he say wrong? Is it by saying that create problem? Now we are not seeing bomb. There's an harvest of it. So the person who use the mat to talk and somebody where they create kalash, they create these people, they generate what they buy our army. Which one are we going to choose? So they allow those ones, they give them money, patronize them, even give them money to just remain and continue creating problem for the nation. Why they hold somebody who use a mat, talk to all these people. Now, Mat Zina the Kanu mat we follow say these people are coming to come and create problem for the nation. Now make the put on there. Really talk to them. Because a man must be angry for something. If you are not angry for something, you will agree for every rubbish. And you will buy for nothing. So Joseph was falsely accused. Unfairly. Yes. Unfairly. He was accused wrongly. He not do anything wrong. And be sent to Kirikiri. He did nothing wrong. Yet he suffered. So it can be possible that you do nothing wrong. You know, when you are going through life, in most cases, you are as in, God, What did I do to deserve all of this? Why me? Why me? Why must it be me? Why must it not be you? Would you not wish it to be in another, so another person not be Mama Bona? You are the one suitable for that. Oh God. You are the one that have the enablement, the capability. You are the one, you are that is a stepping stone to your call, to fulfill your calling. So you are the one that can, he said that when you look at temptation, he said you can never allow the temptation that will take you to come to you. So you know that you can overcome that. So don't say, why me? Why me? So you wish to, for another person we're not strong, we're not rich like you. May handle and make baby. So don't say so in most cases. So it did nothing wrong, but yet it suffered. Joseph suffered for what he did not do wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. He did nothing wrong, but yet he suffered. That will let us know that life is not always fair. In most cases. In most cases. Yes. But your response, your attitude, when life is not, when things are not in the right position, your attitude to resolve them when things are not going well in your nation, your surrounding, your attitude is what determines, is what heaven is keeping record of. Your response matters more than that problem. You see what is going on in those days in Nigeria. You see many people that they campaign because of they are being settled. They come to national television to spill out lies because they are being settled. That is who they are. But today, what can you be remembered for? You can only, you can, the problem you solve determine your relevance here on earth. Because time will soon be up. Your time, my time, is not forever. Life was being given to you and me for a purpose, for a specific assignment. And in all of that, it has everything to do for the benefit of others. It's not for our selfish interest, your personal interest. For our selfish, no, it's not because of that. Your potential, gift, talent was being given to you. They were all given to you is to serve others, for service, for services. So Joseph developed, that is the good thing about it. Joseph developed his gift along all those trials and all of that. He continued developing. Just like me. I'm still a student learning. He developed his gift, his talent, his potential. He developed enough to a level he could be able to. He developed a solution, a mindset for solutions. He developed a mentality to solve problem. He developed himself to be a problem solver. He wasn't there crying, complaining, be radical, stagnant, complaining, crying to be a victim. No, it's keep on developing, because whatsoever God has given to you and me, they are all raw materials. They are all raw. They are all raw. So it's up to you to develop it. It's up to you to develop it or to abandon it. Isn't it obvious that many they just abandon their real identity, what they are called to do? They are living the opposite of their true identity, their original. So Joseph, it developed itself to solution problems. It developed its mindset. That is what we are talking about. Solution mindset. That is potential. That is potential. That is the potential. That is what defines potential. Potential is to do. Is to do something, to serve. That is potential. So Joseph developed his mindset for solution solving. Right in problem, right in kirikiri, right inside the kirikiri, he developed his mentality. So when we look at African mentality, I said there's a need for Africa to develop to renew their mindset, not prayer, to renew their mindset, to develop their mentality in order for them to rewrite their story by themselves. Because when you don't write, when you are not living your original, you are giving room, you are indirectly telling others to define you. And isn't it obvious that how they define Africa to be are not turned out to be to make Africans to be suffering from historical problems because they didn't define Africa correctly. They defined and wrote Africa story incorrectly. Everything is definitely wrong with how they defined Africa for us. For we are born to see what they wrote, what they said. No. Who do God say you are? Who do you say you are? What did you say? What do you see about your continent? Is what matters. That is why we are the one to write our own story. We are not supposed to be allowing them to continue to others, outsiders, to continue to write our story for us. The one that we write is the truth. Because we are the owner of our story. Our originality was made for us. So Joseph developed right inside the prison. Joseph began to interpret dreams right inside the prison. He didn't say that, this problem, now when they lied to, they falsely accused me, finish. Now they ask me question. He didn't abandon his calling. He didn't abandon the problem he was meant to solve for humanity because of his problem, his own selfish interest. You know, many of us, we are so selfish. We are so selfish. We are so egocentric, self-centered. We only think about ourselves. We don't think about others. That is why we buy without fulfilling any purpose in life. The reason, without living for a fulfilled life. Pressure, living a life of pressure, of pleasure, is quite different from living fulfilled. So Joseph, he was interpreting dreams to others right inside his kirikiri, meaning solving problem right inside situation, challenge, ugly situation. We're solving problem for others because God structured each and every one of us to solve problem for others, not for our own selfish interest. A mango tree does not eat its fruits. So he helped others to understand their problems. Because what you don't understand, what you does not understand is a problem already. It means that is a crisis. Do you know that if I leave you talking, you're talking to yourself? My children will come and see how I was talking to myself. my children's children, the future, the future upcoming, my generation up to come, they come and see. They come and see how I was talking to myself. That is what determines, not how you seeing it now. So let me just spend my hours here to talk to myself. If I'm not talking to myself, how can I learn? Thank you for me to talk to myself. I'm also learning to talk to myself. If you cannot learn from your message, it means your message is not authentic. The authenticity of your message determines if you are learning from it. At times, I will listen to my message. I will be fulfilled. I will smile. I say, that is what I'm talking about. At times, my husband will say, when did you make that message? I'll say, okay. I just made a few hours ago. We say, I will enjoy it. He will enjoy it. So if you find nothing meaningful on this message, please, you can pass. The person that this message is meant for will see this message. It will be here. It will be here. So, Joseph did not waste his situation. What does that imply? It means that a problem solver use every situation to grow and to serve. He use every situation to grow and to serve. That is lesson to be learned from that message. A problem solver use every situation that comes around him or her to learn. That is why I said that if I cannot learn from my message, now I be saying it's not authentic.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't blow to your car.
Thank you. Remove your hand so that you will not remove your hand. Bye. So Joseph solved national problem. He solved national problem, not his personal problem. Not personal problem, national problem. He went through that. And that is his breakthrough, where it comes from. So your success will only come from the problem you solve. My success will come from the problem I will solve for my word. Not another way around. There is success, true success. The people you solve their problems. The problem you solve for others is what determines. It is what determines. So a time comes when Pharaoh himself had a troubled dream. A very troubling dream. Bad dream. Bad dream. Pharaoh had a troubling dream. A time now come. Everything has stages. Everything has stages. There's time. Ecclesiastes make it clear already. There's time for and season for everything in life. Don't rush. Don't fast forward your what you are called to do. So a time come when the king himself, Pharaoh, had a troubling dream. Very disturbing one as that. And they were not looking for who can interpret that dream. They went to Joseph. They almost forgot Joseph in the prison before. And the promise that a person is solve his own problem in the prison also for God, not until that problem. Who gave the Pharaoh the dream? God. Who also gave the dream to Joseph? God. So you are not a pot it cannot tell the maker, make me this way, put mat here. No. Allow God to be at the front while you follow.
Mama, I hit my head.
Oh, sorry, my love. Don't hit it again. Vale? So Joseph, they now have to go and look for Joseph to come and interpret King Pharaoh's dream. And Joseph now explained the dream. And he make the king to understand that the 7 years of your plenty and the 7 years of the famine, they all have meaning. He did not stop there. He gave solutions to that dream. Gave solution to, after he might have interpreted it, he gave solution. See how you will go. See how, oh God. Be a problem solver. Don't be a problem creator. Don't create problem for anyone. If I'm in a platform of anybody, I'm not a non-entity. I always be part. Be active. I'm active positively. Not to come and bring headache to the host or comment foolishly. No. I'm active because that is who I am. Because I know one day I'm also talking for people to listen. So I be part of solution, not to create problem for that person. Why some will be converting their time for nonsense by commenting foolishly. But this one is not even foolish comment anyway. This one is also, you make points, and which I have given answer to. So a true problem doesn't just explain problems. It provides solutions to it. Look at your problem. Okay, look, I believe this is the solution. That is a true problem solver. Believe this way. So Joseph becoming a leader after solving that problem. So your success actually comes by solving problems for others, by being a problem solver, not a problem creator or generator. Not to generate problem that will make you successful. You can never be successful. You can never be remembered by creating problem for anybody. Because that will follow fulfillment. For the fact that you solve problem for others, that is your fulfillment. That is not pleasure. That is fulfillment. Pleasure and fulfillment are two different things. The fulfillment comes from serving, by fulfilling purpose, by fulfilling your purpose. Why pleasure comes from mundane things. Your opposite, irrelevant things, distractions. So fulfillment comes from purpose, because solution is what you are made to be for others. Be that solution to that problem of that person. Be a solver. It's a problem solver, not a problem creator. So Joseph became a ruler in Egypt at the end. He served and he saved a nation. He served and he saved a nation. That wasn't his nation, no. Remember, he was sold to that nation. He even saved his own family at the end. So it's the picture of his family. You see, so I saw some people carrying picture of very dark man, a video. They went to his village. I don't know the village. Actually, if that is actually his village, I don't know. They went there to go and video what I don't know and call it VDM village, that he abandoned his grandfather, Berry Grand, and all of that, tried to caricature his name and all, which they cannot. Whom God have blessed, no man can curse again. Imagine. So they expect VDM to abandon others to focus on the papa family, the mama family, and busy using money for his family, abandon the work he was created, life was big, life will be given to him in order to solve some certain so to serve some certain purposes. No, he will not abandon those purpose. All the reason they call it, abandon his calling, and now go be looking. You be saying now all those Nigeria pastors, now one of them, where they use people, small coins, they enrich itself first. No, we didn't focus on people first. Then later,
Are you okay?
yeah, later it can extend that blessings to his relative. That is later, like Joseph. He's not going to still forget them. For the good role they play in his life, where they not buy him before he can't survive, reach where they solve problems. So you still remember them for their good works. Anyone that treated him good. So that is it. So what does this all this implies? It still means that purpose is discovered in problems. In problems. Not the problems that you create. So Joseph did not find his purpose in comfort zone. He did not hid himself in a comfort zone, as many will do. Many of you want to do the will of God. You, from your religious place, hid yourself inside your comfort zone, thinking that you do our choice, what you would have been our choice. I don't want to. That is not the topic. He did not stay in the comfort zone, but in difficulties, his family created for him. So your mindset, our mindset determines our outcome. It determines our outcome in life, our mindset, our mentality, the way we reason, the way we think. The way we think. Joseph never become bitter over all the situation and say he won't go by himself. He stayed conscious and focused. We're talking about conscious driven with the way you think, your decision making, the choice you make. And the word consciousness generated from energy. Which energy are you surrounding yourself? Which energy are you surrounding yourself with? Is it positive energy or negative energy? Think about it, because your consciousness will be it generates from the kind of environment you surround yourself with, the kind of the energy you surrounded yourself with. That will determine your consciousness, the way you reason. It will determine you. That is what determines your consciousness. Is not going to come from any other thing. It usually comes from energy you surrounded yourself with. So praising Kirikiri did not stop him. He kept growing. He kept growing, keep on growing, developing, developing himself, self-development, developing his mentality, his way of reasoning, developing solution mindset, solution mentality, not problem mentality, not problematic. It didn't develop the mentality to be complaining about how it got there and this problem. Complain now. You know, I did a video on Facebook. I said the most complained nation in the world is Nigeria. And which nation, their problem is also bigger. Yeah? Now Nigeria. Because as Nigerians are complaining, other nations are solving their problems. They are developing the mentality to solve problems while Nigerians are keep on complaining. As we keep on complaining, other nations, Singapore, all of them are developing. They are developing mentality, so developing solutions mindsets. We are developing complaining mindsets. And that is what land us to where we are. So Joseph did not just complain. He think, because if you are not thinking, you are not living. Your thinking processes. Your thinking is what determines whether you are living or you are not living. What determines if you are if you are a human being or you are not human being is ability to think. In the book of Genesis, it says he releases his breath and now a man become a living soul. When you go to some translation, they will help you to understand that living soul actually means a thinking person. So if you are not thinking, you cannot ask question. And if you cannot ask question, there's no how you can see solution. You cannot see the truth that will set you free. If you cannot question what is going on, question things that offer to you, they will just make offer to you. Don't ask anything regarding that offer. You just embrace it. So how will you be free? You must be entangled with that offer. And tomorrow you will not have voice because you remain not to ask questions. You decided not to develop the mentality to think. So Joseph developed the mentality to think, to analyze, and to solve problems. Yes. He developed that mentality. And his preparation in life leads him to opportunity. When the moment came, Joseph was ready. He was not caught unaware. A proper preparation is what determines your position. So that is what we are seeing. Now let's talk about if we solve problem, what are these problems we are supposing to solve in our nation? What are these problems? I always talk about this problem. What is this problem we are supposed to be solving? Let me touch on it. Imagine you solving the problem. Let me check. I'm coming. Like the problem, we have different varieties of problem in Nigeria, right? We have different problems in Nigeria. A nation like Nigeria, we have different problems. Problem like power supply. Imagine you solving that problem. Didn't you think you'll be celebrated? We celebrate you. Imagine you solving the problem of power supply in Nigeria. We will do what? I say we will celebrate you. Your nation will celebrate you. Your name can never be written off in hurry. You'll be remembered for that problem you just solved. You'll be remembered for that. You'll be remembered for that problem. If you solve your nation problem, For example, like power, like this power supply, because they are frequently outage. Frequent outages reduce productivity, because stable electricity as well enable business to grow. So if you imagine you just solve this problem for Nigeria now, you don't say you'll be our celebrate, will they celebrate you? You solve this problem. Other problem like education access. Rural areas lack schools. They go, they carry pure water, carry the last school, because many people cannot offer their children to go to school. So they just give their children pure water, they tie wood. Like while we are while I was young, my mother usually tie firewood for me to go and sell. Although I still struggle to have basic education. Imagine I don't have that. I would have been communicating this to you now. It would have been a difficult problem, and I'm called to communicate. I am called to communicate knowledge. Is now, I'm not, and I have to learn with other people's language, with not even in English language. Is now I'm not learning. I'm not learning. I'm not going to school. Egboma. Imagine that. Egboma ya school. Imagine that. So like education access, like may God bless the very dark man. I posted it on my wall. Is in the school whereby that one we're trying to use to go and do propaganda. Now very dark man can't take upon himself, because he's called to serve his generation. Now I go the do and so. So imagine you are solving the problem of education. Education, you are creating access to education. Rural areas lack schools. More access means a skilled, yes, it means skilled future workforce. More access to education, it means skillful future workforce. Imagine you solving the problem in the sphere, at the sphere of healthcare infrastructure. Imagine you solving that problem now. Whether we know you know be our celebrity automatically. Imagine you solving, being that problem solver. Just solve the problem in healthcare. What does this mean? Meaning, because many cannot afford basic care, hospital care. Better healthcare keep the workforce healthy. Better healthcare. Many people, some people, I see one of our brother, he go to greet one baby like that way mama by in process of delivering, because the mother not get money to carry the young girl to hospital, and the person will give her belly, only God know. Even though if even though they around, not determine say it can afford, some cannot afford, it can give woman belly. And this is what we are talking about. Imagine you seeing all this problem, and you solve this problem. We not celebrate you. Not standing on my on here. So I'm not standing here look to think of the problem to solve for your nation. Imagine you as a Nigeria, you solving the problem of security, solving the problem in crime. The crime rate is too high. You solving the problem there. CFCC, when they say the one where they say they made the solve problem, that one go they do on their own. Where we not feel where I know if we feed dive into all of that by now. For now, there's high crime. Discourage investors investment. When crime is high, the rate of crime in the society is high. It discourage investors. Safer cities attract business order. It attract them. So imagine you think about all of this problem now. You think about this and go solve that problem of security. You reduce crime. Solve that. Think of problem to solve. Imagine you thinking of problem of youth unemployment. That problem there, you solved it. Because large number of unemployment youth are just harvest of it, harvest of them in Nigeria. Imagine you thinking about this problem. Don't think about me. Think about the problems we are, the challenges we are facing. Skills training would China energy productivity. But if there's no skill training programs, no skill training programs that is being sponsored for anyone that want to solve problem. It's not compulsory that only the government will sponsor that with future programs like that. You think as a citizen, you think of programs, skill training program, free, do it freely. For people to just know how to produce some certain things. The one that will be producing shoes, producing food, producing milk. That they see tomatoes milk from Nigeria. They see milk juice naturally, because people don't know that these tomatoes can actually produce tomatoes so that locally, and it will be rich, locally made, and it will be rich. Then people are not aware about that because they lack that knowledge. So imagine you sponsoring program like that, solving that problem. Even coconut juice and milk. Now only cow milk in Nigeria they wait. Now when you go to a vast country, different type of milk night day. Soya milk day, coconut milk day. It doesn't mean that you will only be waiting for cow milk. But go to Nigeria, you don't see local made all this soya milk. We are rich in all of this. But who want enter factory, who want build factory, rather than they build hotel. Tell me how this one want to nourish the system of the people. So you imagine you thinking about the waste management. To solve the problem at this fair. Because poor waste disposal clog city. Clog city. Organize waste collection to prevent pollution in your area, in many areas. If you organize that, you create an atmosphere whereby this problem can be solved. You see a rat, now they still go, they clean up some places that they may God bless rat. Ratters, may God bless them. Ratter group. Or the meaningful one. May God bless VDMO. Think of problem to solve problem. Think of how to solve problem. Imagine you thinking of how to solve the problem of water supply. Now let VDM see think of this problem. It get a lot on it. Your head. You as a Nigerian, Mona still share the problem for your head. May all of us be a problem solver. Not be problem creator, how to be headache for one another, how to become a storm on another your fellow brother or your sister flesh, how to create problem. No, be a problem solver. Don't create problem for anybody, because that determines how fail you are. If you are being a problem for anyone, that determines how wasted you are. How useless you. I don't want to use odd word. Think of how to solve the problem of water supply. Many lack clean water access in Nigeria as we speak. Clean water reduces diseases. We not get better hospitals. Imagine hospitals are flooded. You are not thinking. You are calling at Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. If those who are not thinking right, it doesn't mean, does that also stop the citizen not to think right? So imagine you thinking about transportation, solving the problem of transportation, infrastructure. Imagine you as a Nigerian thinking about how to be a problem, how to be a problem solver at this fair. Why? Because bad roads slow economic movements. A better road connects market faster. Think of this and be a solution to that, to that sphere. Don't just carry your head like that. It's not water is on our head. Suppose our head is to use to think, to analyze, to solve problems. Imagine you be a problem solver, to solve the problem of access to finance. If you are good at that area, not the one you see so many people have problem. Many cannot get their loan simply because the people are not ready to serve public. They privatize they already privatize all the government companies, and they're supposed to be responsible for all of that. So who does not have money cannot even take to fight, nothing. So imagine you offering that services for people to solve problem. And now only this very, very dark massive they solve, Abbas they solve problem to help people to drag their money from fraudulent act, from fraudsters. Imagine you being the problem solver at the area of agriculture, solve the problem in that area. And that there's agricultural support. You be to solve the problem there, solve solutions. Farmer lack modern tools. They lack support agriculture, boost food security. No food, where are you as a Nigerian? You are nowhere to be found. Border, get yourself bordered. How to solve the problem in your nation as a Nigerian. Be useful to your nation. Be useful to your society. Be useful as a Nigerian. Be useful. Because when somebody is not useful, he's useless. And God never created you to be useless in life. I'm here now. I'm relevant. Communicating this to you. I don't have a high school sats, like the degree. But I'm communicating this knowledge to you. I'm communicating this to you. I would have just been taking hamburger, be wearing pants, doing all sorts of trash on social media. But I know that this is my cause. This is the cause I must follow. So get your head burdened to about the problem in your nation, to solve problem, not to create problem. Nobody can be remembered or be celebrated for the problem it creates for his society. But the problem is could be able to solve. It will forever. It will be relevant in life. It will be the memory of him solving that particular. See, Adolf. No. If you be Adolf Hitler, that one a problem creator. Now he buy juice, 6 million juice. And so, like Abraham Lincoln, all these are history makers. Why history never forgotten them? Why? Because they could be able to solve problems. Joseph, now not be I read the story just now. Why not forget? Because he solved problem. So imagine you solving the problem at the area of affordable housing. Some people they not feel in that Nigeria. Imagine you are doing house real estate, your whole day affordable. You are solving problem. Housing costs are too high in Nigeria these days. Some certain area too. Depends on the area. It's too high. Affordable housing keep families stable in unity in one place. But when people, you don't scatter their like what wicked they do. You know what many pain it don't cost to families. So get your head bothered. to think about internet access. We are now in a world of technology. Technology, they increase every day. If you they sleep, Israel not they sleep. Israel not they say they're not religious despite they have historical biblical history. Strong biblical history. But they're not religionize anything, made they stop their mind. They are working, developing in very high in technology. So instead of complaining, let us get our head bothered. Let us start getting our head bored by solving problem, thinking of alternative, how to solve the problem in our society, not how the problem can be solved, not how to create problem for one another, from one state to another, religionize everything, tribalize everything, a lot of atrocity going on in your head. When somebody is not useful, useless. Imagine you solving the problem of governance. Because you see in the governance and the corruption. Corruption stall development. It pause development. It sees development. Corruption. Which person get interest except corrupt companies? Now one call corrupt nation because of the corrupt together. Reasonable company cannot think of going to corrupt a nation that is high in corruption. Now only fraudulent the corrupt companies love to do anything with corrupt nation. You don't see Burkina Faso. People, they are coming with clean hands. So, transparent governance ensure fair resources use. You see, they come with clean hands. But when the governance are not transparent, your government is not transparent, and people are not coming with fair use. Imagine you as a Nigerian, you are solving the problem in youth skill development because all those limited vocational training program. You're solving the problem, that problem in that sphere. Skill training prepare youth for tech or trade. If you don't know. Imagine you solving the problem to solve for access to justice. For people to have access to justice. Imagine you be bothering your head to solve that problem. No justice. And God said, do you know what he wants? He needs justice. I'm coming. So because of time, no justice. Legal processes are slow and expensive in Nigeria. Imagine you be available to be of help at this fair. Imagine you solving the problem of energy efficiency. Because wasted energy raises cost. Efficient energy lower business overhead. So imagine we as a Nigerians bothering our head to solve the problem of traffic congestion. We as a Nigerian solving the problem there. Bothering be a problem solver. Solving this problem. Because cities suffer from gridlock. A better traffic planning cut commute time. Also imagine you being a problem solver in the area of skill mismatch. By this, graduates don't have the right because graduates do not have the right skill as we speak. Majority, I'm telling you. Why is it that Okada, graduates are riding Okada in Nigeria? Because when you graduated from college, you are supposed to also have a skill, working skill. Having a working skill. Now, let Igbo Eastern region, they think about that. After school, they'll think about how to learn work. Do you know learning work is? I don't know about now. If you are learning work in Nigeria, they don't even take it as something. You either school You either you further education after basics education, like me have basics education. If you have that basics education, you are good to learn skill, because education can never determine, is not what defined who you are. That is why you see people like Steve Jobs, they step down from college. But look at them, they are history makers. And then, not that I'm encouraging illiteracy in the society. It's just that all these further, I want to get further, getting from one grade or another. At the end, look at our society flooded with lazy youths. Skillful, be practical, be skillful is equal to that is occupation. It's even more sense, it's even making more sense when people are they are practical, they can be useful to with what they went to school, college to read. Many people that went to school, they are not practical, they cannot even defend what they are telling you. Their CV is just useless. Now let big Oibo. Now that one I want to solve a problem. VDN not speak a big Oibo, see the problem where they solve. Because it's called. He focus on his calling. He acknowledge what he's called to do. He discover himself, because your purpose in life is to discover. You discover your purpose. Nobody creates purpose. He discover his purpose and he goes after it. He went after it. Look at him now. Success is fulfilled. Whenever he look at, he flash in memory back to all that God have used him to do through others. It will have fulfillment. It's true purpose you can have fulfillment in life. Hi. You are welcome. I don't still spend more time here. It's obvious you came late. Well, nevertheless, go and start it from the beginning. And make some sense or here. Imagine you are solving the problem of agriculture and market access. Farmers cannot reach large markets simply because somebody is not available. People are not available. Say the work are plenteous, the laborers are few. That is what the sacred book was telling. The laborers, who are the laborers? The people that God have given time, created for purpose, to come and serve purpose, to come and fulfill their calling. You are called to make your nation great as a human being. You are called to come and solve a problem. You are not called to come and create problem for anybody. So you are just there trying to caricature anybody, creating problem. You are doing yourself. Your time will soon be up. Like what I see my people malfunction in Edo State. They'll try to tell they are preparing. You don't prepare anybody, because now your time you they waste. Okay? You can only be remembered for the problem you solve. If you don't know, yes, you'll be wiped out like chicken. Nobody will. Any time when they mention your name, people will spat on you, even speak. I said that a chicken name have been a goat name. Who you do? You don't prepare anybody. You don't prepare me. So platform to link farmers to buyers, boost income, connect people up that be problem solver, solve people problem. Well, people are also doing all those mini farming. Encourage them, be the problem, solve their problems. But your head with to solve problem. That is what that is what you'll be remembered for. You can only be remembered for the problem you solve, not the problem you create. That is the point. That is the point. Thank you. Thank you, my people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, let it cut it off for now. I believe we have spent, I've even overspent my time. I spent more than 1 hour. This is it. Thank you. I appreciate you all.